In your family, who gets to wear GPS tracking technology? Higher prices for previously affordable GPS services are forcing concerned families to make a Sophie's choice about which kid is their favorite, and deserving advanced technological protection with satellites monitoring their position in real time. Many families rely on wearable GPS ankle monitors, necklaces, or bracelets to keep their kids safe from kidnappers and child traffickers. The Global Positioning Systems network of Earth-orbiting satellites, first developed by the United States military, allows drivers to navigate more easily with onboard mapping, as well as help the criminal justice system keep track of inmates being confined under home arrest with an ankle monitor. And now, parents give their kids GPS bracelets, necklaces, or ankle monitors because they can't count on the child hanging onto a smartphone if he or she comes under attack, or that the battery will remain charged during an emergency and give them the correct location for a police rescue. But because of ever-increasing costs to purchase GPS monitoring systems and higher monthly subscription fees, families hit with unemployment, low wages, and rising inflation are worrying more these days because of made-up and distorted crime statistics being spread by greedy right-wing maniacs seeking to gin up fear to remain in office. It's easier to make money on fear, with plutocrats ignoring the fact that crime is soaring in southern states and the Midwest, while going down in big cities such as New York. Unfortunately, busy families that only get their information from biased propaganda outlets often feel pressed for time and do not double-check supposed facts about crime statistics in their community, as compared to the nation as a whole. Now, parents whose fear is skyrocketing along with the profits of security companies are having to make a tough decision. Which of their children is their favorite? They have to weigh the potential earning future of each kid, such as if one looks destined to become a brain surgeon, while another one may toil in customer service jobs due to a depressed local economy. Families view the use of a GPS tracker to keep at least one child alive as similar to the protocol that farming families would follow back in the 1800s, where the goal was to have as many as a dozen kids. Farming families raised multiple children so they could be sure of having enough workers to harvest the crops. They might not be able to hire outside workers from the nearest town to replace the productivity lost when so many children were dying from untreatable illnesses and accidents during a primitive period in America's early medical system. So, with a high birth rate, you could still run your farm successfully, even if 3 of your 10 children died of influenza that year. In this era of increasingly expensive GPS tracking technology, a mother and father with 3 kids will need to determine if their eldest son, who excels at basketball, hinting at a professional sports career, is the child that deserves protection the most, or if it is the quiet, bookish middle daughter who may be on track to become a Fortune 500 CEO who needs to be safeguarded against traffickers and kidnappers with a covert ankle bracelet or a GPS tracking pendant. Some families simply do not tell their children that only one of them carries a working GPS unit, while the rest are dummy devices with no subscription service providing actual data about their whereabouts. That way, they don't have to admit which child is their favorite, or that the other offspring are in relative danger, pun intended. A drawback is that these unmonitored kids may be lulled into a false sense of security and could behave cavalierly when it comes to their personal safety. Other families make no bones about it. They explain that they can only afford a GPS tracker for one kid. Under these circumstances, when kids are of a similar age, families encourage them to walk to and from school together. If the designated protected child stays home from school due to illness or because the school suspended him, then the next kid in line will get to wear the GPS tracker until the primary protectee is able to venture outside once more. Families whose budget cannot include GPS tracking for anyone, let alone the latest smartphones, have multiple options for keeping their children safe. From learning martial arts in free community education classes, allowing them to carry weapons, or letting them stay at home for homeschooling or online learning. Or they refuse to let their children walk or ride bikes to school and instead chauffeur them in carpools. When not at school, these kids can only play together outside in backyards or at parks under close supervision. The lack of affordable GPS technology for families to keep all their kids safe, and the growing dread about crime in big cities and the suburbs, is prompting more families to move to Amish communities, with peaceful Amish folks focusing on traditional occupations such as agriculture and woodworking. Their tight-knit enclaves are a beacon of safety for Americans who don't want to choose between GPS coverage and their children's safety from hyped-up imaginary dangers. They relish the idea that the only danger their kids might be exposed to is on the level of getting stuck by a wooden splinter in the finger when participating in a barn-raising event in the heart of the Amish community. Are budgetary concerns making you think twice about GPS tracking for your offspring or yourself? Let us know in the comments section. Please share this video with like-minded friends and smash the like button so YouTube will distribute it more widely for others to enjoy. Subscribe to Nice Planet to make sure you see each new video. Thanks for watching.